Hello and welcome to an XtoSKip video, people. With Summer Game Fest 2024 having wrapped up, we have a video for you where Kojo, Tommy, and myself list out who we personally feel were the winners and losers of this summer showcase. If you guys disagree with our views, cuss us out in the comments, we reply to every comment made. Or if you have differing views, express them down below. It's all a game. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Perfect Dark is an Xbox franchise. The original game was released in 2000 by Rare, and the sequel was released in 2005, Perfect Dark Zero. Then there was a long silence, nothing, until 2020, when it was announced that the initiative was working on a Perfect Dark reboot for Xbox. And people were happy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, a new Perfect game, that could be cool. I never really delved deep into the Perfect Dark series, but I liked the lore around it and the world around it as well. And after 2020, after the announcement, it went dark again, pun not intended. And the reports that came out earlier this year, reports that the game was, in development hell. Crystal Dynamics were, they announced Crystal Dynamics were working on the game with the initiative either last year or 2 years ago. And ever since then, it was quiet until this Xbox showcase in the one that we just had, where they showed off not just the trailer, not just, it's being worked on, but they showed off a gameplay segment of it. And it looked really good. A lot of Perfect Dark fans were happy, for the most part. It looked really, really good. And I was happy to see that, yes, the game still exists. It is still having troubles with development, but right now it looks like it's going somewhere. It's actually going somewhere. So I'm happy for Perfect Dark fans, and I'm keen to see where the game goes.
I love RTS games, and I've loved all of Sid Meier's Civilization games, especially pulling long nights for Civilization 6 with the homies, to a point where some of those games aren't even finished, it's just, and now we're going into the 7th game. I really hope I can finish at least one entire campaign, seeing how many hours it'll take us to actually fully dominate. So yeah, that's why for me, Civilization 7 is a winner. Now, I'm not really a Gundam fan myself, but looking at how this game was, looking at some of the gameplay we saw in the trailer for this game, was pretty exciting. So I'm kind of happy for the Gundam fans, those people who are involved in that type of shit. Will I pick this game up myself? That's tough to say. I can't really tell you. I don't know. I doubt. I highly doubt it. I've never been a Gundam fan. Don't think I'll ever be a Gundam fan, no matter how nice looking the games look.
Loser!
My heart bleeds for these people. The first game, original game, was a huge hit. Everybody loved it. The second game, which was supposed to be like a DLC for the first game, was announced as its own standalone game. It was announced in 2019, and it went quiet for a while. Then in 2022, it showed up at the Xbox showcase, and everybody was like, what? It's gonna be released soon. And then they implied that they were gonna release in 2023. Nothing. No announcements, no anything at Summer Games Fest in 2023. This year, they're like, okay, definitely, we're gonna see Silksong at this Summer Games Fest, and nothing. Absolutely nothing. So my heart bleeds for Hollow Knight's fans and Hollow Knight Silksong fans. Maybe next Summer Games Fest. Who knows? Metroid fans have been, they've been catered to. They had Metroid Dread, which released a couple of years ago and did really well. and they've had a bunch of, and before that they've had a few re-releases here and there. But the Metroid Prime series is a series that everybody loves, or original GameCube, I believe. And it went dark, and in 2017 at E3 2017, they announced Metroid Prime 4, and everybody lost their minds. I remember sitting in my dorm room in university watching that E3 showcase, and I was like, what? A new Metroid Prime, cool. Then the game just went silent. There were reports that it was, I think Nintendo came out to say they were, giving it to another studio to work on it again, to rework on it, and it just went quiet until this Nintendo Direct, where it was the showstopper, the last game to end the show at this Nintendo Direct, which I didn't expect. I didn't expect to see Metroid Prime 4. So that was a huge surprise to me and for a lot of people. So the game is coming out in 2025, which is pretty soon. So I'm happy for Metroid fans.
Winner!
I am pre-ordering this game down smack. I generally don't ever pre-order games. I think the last game I ever pre-ordered was Elden Ring when it first came out. I don't pre-order games usually, but this is definitely something I'm gonna have to pre-order. From the days back then when I was playing, I mean, we knew it as Budokai Tenkaichi, but I don't even know what they would call it. I mean, I can't remember what they called it back then, right? But I know it as Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And now seeing that this is like a remake of it with even better graphics and including more characters from the actual anime and manga, this is actually going to be flipping insane. I'm going to spend so much time on this game, finishing it to its max, and just fucking being a pro at it. Will I actually go competitive? No. I just like to be able to play a game I can actually smack the shit out of people. I suck at fighting games generally, but if it's a DBZ game, I'm pretty good at it because, I mean, let's be real, I already know the attacks that I want to do on certain people. I know how they work, and it's just easier for me to then just learn the combos in order to pull those things off. But Tenkaichi 3 has never, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 I should say, has never disappointed, and I doubt SparkingZero is gonna either. Once again, I'm going to be getting this game on console.
Winner!
Okay, so this game has been highly spoken about for almost like a year and a half now, I think. First time we heard about it, I was very excited. I actually thought it was going to come out sooner back then when we first heard about it. My reasons for liking this game is purely because, well, it deals with like a god, obviously being Wukong and everything that he is, and for my love of martial arts, I mean, Wukong's fighting style even is in many forms of martial arts as well in any case. So yeah, especially Shaolin. But anyways, yeah, that's my reason for loving Black Myth Wukong. Keen to see it, but probably gonna get it on PlayStation, not on PC.
Loser!
So, Beyond Good and Evil 2 fans have been waiting for this game since the original came out in 2003. There was a leaked gameplay trailer in 2009 for a sequel. Then it went quiet until E3 2017, which I also remember watching in my dorm room, that same E3 as the Metroid Prime 4 E3. I remember watching it in my dorm room in university, where they came out and released a trailer, and we're like, what trailer is this? It's cool, it's cool. And in my mind, I was like, this is Beyond Good and Evil 2. This is Beyond Good and Evil 2. This is exciting. Because the year prior, I had played the first one for the first time, and I was like, this is a really good game. So I was like, this is Beyond Good and Evil 2, and then at the end, it showed the logo and the title. I'm like, yeah. And everybody in the crowd was going wild. And then in 2018, they showed another trailer. And it was just, that trailer revealed that Jade is coming back, because the original pitch was that the game takes place before Jade, the protagonist of the first game. But then they showed that Jade was coming back, and she was like a villain. Because this is a prequel, so maybe, she was a villain and she becomes good. Who knows? And then it went quiet. There was some gameplay demos like 2018, 2019 that showed off this big, expansive world that, they were open, it was like going to be this huge world that you could explore, and not just one planet, but multiple planets. And I just like this game is so ambitious, it's not going to come out anytime soon if it ever does come out. And yeah, we've had project leads leave, the creator of Beyond Good and Evil, Michel Ancel, he left, and we had another passing. One of the directors, the creative director of the game, Emile Morel, sadly passed away in 2023. And the game has been in limbo ever since. We haven't heard anything from this game. And every year at Summer Games Fest at Ubisoft Forward, we expect to see at least something from Beyond Good and Evil 2. Especially this year, since this year is the 20th anniversary of Beyond Good and Evil, the original. But, well, at the very tail end, or even after Summer Games Fest, Ubisoft decided not to show this at their showcase for some reason. But they showed that Beyond Good and Evil, for the 20th anniversary, the original is getting a re-release enhanced with 4K 60 FPS, enhanced visuals, and some few extra content things. So at least Beyond Good and Evil fans get something.
Loser!
Hoyoverse just needs to stop releasing games that have the exact same character builds but in just different dimensions. Honkai Star Rail is literally fucking Genshin Impact but in space. Okay, and I think they have another one. I think there's 3 types, right? There's the Honkai Star Rail in space. There's Genshin Impact, which is fucking anime magic wizards and all that type of shit land. Then there's another one that Hoyo made, which I now forget. But literally the same character designs and the character builds can be found in both anime. And it's just, I don't get why. Like, they can't just come up with something completely new and different. Maybe the stories are different because one deals with space, the other deals with Magic Land. Sure. But like, in the same way that you have, again, like the same character designs. You can get the same character in Genshin Impact, but he just holds a gun in Honkai Star Rail. Same design. Probably even the same name. Shit.
Loser!
Bethesda have been steadily losing their currency over the last couple of years, between releasing flops, shutting down studios, and taking over 10 years to make their mainline games. These guys have nothing exciting to capture people's attention with. What's worse, these guys haven't even shown shit for Elder Scrolls 6 in years. By the time that game comes out, I'll probably have kids of my own and I'll be purchasing it for them to play, not even me.
Winner!
Devs and indie devs, they've had more opportunities to show off their games in different showcases. So if, let's say, Microsoft doesn't pick up your game, hey, PC Game Show might pick up your game, or OTK Games Expo might pick up your game. Somebody would definitely pick up your game and show it off. And you might even get funding for that game. Especially if you have a playable demo at Summer Games Fest, which was, an event that you could have gone to. And there were playable demos there and everything. You could have shown off your game, and you could have gotten some money for your game as well.
Winner!
Yes, they've shut down studios. Yes, most of these games have been cooking for almost forever. And yes, some of these games are coming to competitors. But you know what's also true? Xbox has been steadily improving with time. Microsoft doesn't have the decades of experience that Sony and Nintendo possess, so errors along the journey was always a given. And owning as many studios as they have was never going to be a smooth operation. It was going to take time, especially in how aggressively they've quickly expanded. But I think we're beginning to see the seeds of good things coming. My biggest gripe with Nintendo is their list of games are predominantly for kids, barely offering anything mature, whereas Sony, it's the opposite, rarely venturing into family-friendly things when they have the IPs to do so. I want a balance of offerings on a single platform, and Microsoft has the same issue as Sony. but they seem to be starting to offer a variety of games, and as long as they let their studios cook instead of hovering over them, I think we're going to start seeing a resurgence. Personally, South of Midnight by Compulsion Games was the game that best got me intrigued. With that said, another area that's steadily improving are Microsoft's showcases. They still need to stop with the stupid ass world premiere tags and show more gameplay rather than in-game footage, but it's a balance. Plus, their showcase was better than Game Fest, in my humble opinion.
Winner!
We are beginning to see the effect of Microsoft purchasing all those studios, with Xbox studios beginning to get into a workflow. More games are appearing on Game Pass, and more games means more options. Not every game that will come out will be to everyone's taste, but that's where Game Pass comes in, giving players an opportunity to try things, risk-free. The best thing about Game Pass is that you don't need to own an Xbox. Have a PC and you're still Gucci. If Microsoft gets their way and they manage to provide Game Pass on even more platforms like mobile devices, tablets, and other consoles, hint hint, Nintendo, then they will F shit up. And I'm here for it.
Loser!
So, let's start with the positives. Firstly, Ubisoft has stellar showmanship. Whenever they have a show or a trailer, these things usually look damn good. Secondly, Ubisoft has some great smaller titles under them that people need to check out. Lastly, I ain't a Star Wars fan, but I think Outlaws looks good. We'll see on that one. And now for the bad. Among their big budget games, they really don't have anything exciting to look forward to. Not The Division, not Skull and Bones, not Rainbow Six, not For Honor, and not even Assassin's Creed. These guys could get an easy win by announcing a new Splinter Cell game, but the way they want to commit to projects no one cares for is maddening. Anyway, I know opinion on Ubisoft is divided, with some people over them and others still interested in their IP, but I find myself on the side that couldn't give a rat's ass what they do of late.
Winner!
You know who is eating good? PC players. On XtoSKip, we debated whether console games are still relevant, and personally, I'm of the opinion that they're steadily becoming obsolete. The best thing you can do for yourself as a gamer is get a gaming PC. Why? Because you get Steam games that don't go on consoles. You get to modify games and elongate the lifespan of games. You get to have a gaming rig where you only need to customize certain hardware to keep up with technological upgrades. You get Xbox Game Pass games without needing to have an Xbox, and you get PlayStation games too. The only ones resisting PC is Nintendo, and personally, I don't think you're missing much with that. Once upon a time, PC players used to miss out quite a bit on the gaming front, but now that's a thing of the past. Like mentioned, besides Nintendo, most things eventually make their way to PC, yet the opposite can't be said. PC exclusive games don't always go to console.
Winner!
Gamers in general were really catered to this Summer Games Fest. We had so many game expos and showcases. We had the OTK Games Expo, Guerrilla Collective, Summer Game Fest, Day of the Devs, Devolver Digital, Future of Play Direct, Wholesome Direct, Latin American Game Showcase, Women-Led Games, Future Game Show, Xbox Game Showcase with the Call of Duty Showcase, PC Gaming Show, Ubisoft Forward, Black Voices in Gaming, Dames for Games, Stream for Cause, and Nintendo Direct. We had so many showcases, and I think this is the most I've seen since E3, because E3 you'll just have the big ones. E3 you have, Sony, Nintendo, PlayStation, Ubisoft, Bethesda, that kind of thing. But because Summer Games Fest, E3 is no longer a thing, Summer Games Fest, people have realized that they can host their own showcase. We have so many showcases coming out now, and it's awesome to see.
And that will do it. If you enjoyed the video and made it this far, give the video a like, as it goes a long way in helping others find the video as well. Otherwise, thanks for watching and check you out next time.